This video is brought to you by Keybar, so stick to the end of the video to learn more. I like keeping my hands busy, because if my hands are busy, my mind is quiet. Therefore, I like to play with skill toys. Now, I've mentioned my Around Square MK Ultras, which are a modern take on the Komboloi, as well as Mala beads. Some of you found these products a bit on the pricier side, so today I'm going to show you how to create one of your own for a fraction of the cost. They're fun and satisfying to play with, and they're even cool to wear, so let's get right into it. So I'm using these knurled stainless beads that I found on eBay. Link will be below for those. For my sliding bead, I'm using this Kiku bead from Schmuckatelli, and the reason I'm specifically using this bead is due to the hole diameter. It's large enough to fit 2 strands of 550 through, but small enough to still keep some friction on the beads. To put this together, it's quite simple. I'm just going to string my knurled beads onto my piece of paracord. I will say that these beads are a bit on the heavier side, so feel free to look around for lighter ones, of course. With my beads strung on, I'm now going to get my slider clasp bead on. For this step, just make sure your melted ends are slightly narrow, as they won't fit through if the ends are mushroomed out. And just holding the 2 ends together, I'm going to squeeze both ends through the bead and pull the strands through. Now, to prevent the bead from sliding off, I'm going to tie a double overhand knot on each end. Just make 2 loops crossing over towards the standing end, and then pass the running end through the loops and pull the knot shut. Now, in terms of string length, I like to make my strands long enough so that when I have the beads separated, I have about 4 fingers of space in between, which is about 4 inches or 10 centimeters roughly. This is a personal preference and you can definitely play around with it. From there, just snip off any excess cord and melt the ends to seal them. And with that figured out, these beads are ready to go. As you can see, not only do they look stylish on the wrist, they can be manipulated much like a Beglary and flipped around for fun. Now, just to show you a few basic tricks, we've got the raindrops where we let the beads gradually drop from one side to the other, making the raindrop sound, which is super satisfying. This is the inside catch with the beads divided and hanging over my index finger. The top half is flipped around the index and wrapped around back on top. Then you free the other side, resetting you back to the start, and just repeat. And lastly, here is a ladder where I flip the beads down to the bottom or low grip, and then I flip them back up to the top, swinging away from me over each finger. Now, if you want to learn more advanced tricks with even more explanation, feel free to check out the Around Square YouTube channel where my buddy Matt can teach you even more. And if you want to buy an Around Square set that's made with much more refinement and nicer materials, you can check out his store as well. And now I'd like to take a moment to mention this video's sponsor, Keybar. Keybar is a US-made key organizer that can take the chaos of your keys from this to this. Using the Keybar takes the hassle out of finding the right key, and most importantly, it stops the noise. Keybars are made from high-quality materials like titanium, micarta, and aluminum. And they can be tailored to your specific needs, and overall, it just makes using your keys a whole lot easier, hassle-free, and actually pretty cool. So I did a review on this very one you're looking at, and it has been working out exceedingly well for me. So if you want to stop the noise and bring some order to your keys, check out keybar.us and use discount code KBARMY to get 10% off your order. Thanks, Keybar. If you enjoyed the content here, please feel free to check out what I have to offer on the rest of my channel.